All right, so hello again, everybody. I have, well, for one, check it out, freshly shaven. Probably need to hit this part again, but we'll figure that out later. Today is one of my first days off in nearly a week. And even that, it's just a brief reprieve because I'm doing a lot right now. I I recently had to, in a sense, give a farewell letter to somebody who's been one of the few people that has been stopping me from sharing my life story, as it were. And it's not that I'm actively doing it, it's that when you write your autobiography, you're writing it as accurate as you can from your own perspective and with some humor involved, but mostly as accurate as you can. And I've been saying since I was like 16 that with everything I've been through, yeah, my autobiography would be one of the best sellers. At least back in the day, it would have been. But I was too worried of being accused of slander. And dear Lord, has the last few years taught me the legal definition of that and how that works, because I was following way too many cases where the way to shut it down was to accuse somebody of slander, only to have that. It's the whole reason anti-slaps exist. So I was hesitant because after I realized legally I can't be punished, I was like, okay, but there's still people whose relationships with them I'd like to protect. I don't want to damage the relationship by them having a different interpretation of events than I do, and them making that a problem. And the last of those people has made clear through their actions that that's not really a concern for me anymore. They were going to accuse me of slander regardless. And now that I know that I don't care about their personal interpretation of events, because I'm speaking as truthfully as I can from my position. I'm trying to debate with myself whether I should do it as a video journal chapter by chapter of what it means to be me and what I've been through up to this point in time in my life, or if I should deal with it in a different format. Because the other one I was thinking of is there are certain characters that have evolved in my setting. Certain characters or plot lines that, because I've been writing since I was 6. And the weird part is, over time, I found a way to repurpose and rebuild all of those ideas from scratch. So I keep wondering to myself, right? Which format do I do? Do I go linear? Do I explain it in linear time? Or do I use each character as a proverbial chapter and their various events going on around them as they happened? That would make some of them shorter than others, and some of them longer than others. Because some of them have been concepts since I was 6, but also barely touched. And some have been concepts I haven't been working on very long, but have so much having happened during that time. Even the Siegfried Saga is the perfect example. That's one that, if you followed the story in my brain, of the characters involved in the Siegfried Saga and how that evolved, there's like brief snapshot, brief snapshot, brief snapshot, a couple quick snapshots, and then everything since 3 years ago. Even then, I'm going to have to revisit the Dragon Rising arc. I need to rewrite it from scratch. I need to reread the Siegfried Saga. I need to read my own series. But I do think it's fair. I've lived quite the life for somebody my age. And who knows, maybe sharing my story will help. I don't know for sure. I can't ever make a promise of that. But you never know, you know? If I were to create the series, I would refer to it as my best-selling autobiography, because not only is that great clickbait, but it's an ongoing joke that I've had that the events leading up to me being 18 were already the contents of a bestseller. Like, it was back in the day anyway. It's that kind of crazy. Anyway, I might start uploading videos about my life stories now, because the last person I was worried about burning bridges with has set that bridge alight themselves despite my repeated attempts to rebuild it. So we're going to just move right along. Because if they're going to make clear through their actions that I no longer have to be concerned because their opinion of me was always negative, then I'm just going to do what I need to do for the sake of myself, my family, and fun. Not without careful consideration, but definitely without intent to hurt or harm, just for the sake of telling my story. So, look forward to seeing that.